Which is lighter, feather or the sands? Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Mission Workshop Reviews, where I buy and test all the gear so you don't have to. And today we're going to be reviewing Mission Workshop's lightest waterproof offering, the sands. Now that makes a really big difference because you can really make any water resistant jacket light. For example, Mission Workshop's The Interval is extremely light. You could check that review out here, but it's not waterproof. And the Mission Workshop Orion, which is a fantastic waterproof jacket, is great, but not quite as light as the sands. And for those interested in the Orion, you could check that review out here. But this review is about the amazing sands. Now, let's just get this out of the way. The sands comes in at $475. That is more than the Orion, which is currently at $455. And in certain respects, the sands is less versatile, but that doesn't mean that the sands doesn't belong in your wardrobe. And for a significant amount of people, I would actually recommend getting the sands over the Orion if you can only get one of the two. More on that later. Let's actually talk about the sands and just how amazing it is. So let's first get to the money shot of this jacket. It comes in at 5.6 ounces. This is potentially the lightest, most packable, waterproof, windproof, 3-layer jacket in the market, on the market, whatever. And that makes a really big difference that this is 3-layer, okay? A lot of stripped down shells that are super duper light are just that. They're just a shell, and you can get 1 or 2 uses out of them, or seasons, and then you trash them. They're usually just like a 2-layer, if you're lucky, shell with a polyurethane, and those things don't stand the test of time. This is 3 layers, like the Orion. It has a breathable membrane, and it has a waterproof membrane, and this is guaranteed for life, okay? This is not a 2 or 3 season jacket. Because of its versatility, this can be used obviously as an emergency shell, but it's so much more. This can be your waterproof riding jacket. This could just be your around the town, around the city windbreaker. I've actually used to wear my Interval quite a bit. It's like a windbreaker, especially while on the bike. It's been completely replaced by the sands. And in fact, in the warmer months, it has also replaced my Orion as my key riding jacket. I get the same amount of waterproofness and windproofness as the Orion. Now, this is 50 grams per square meter, and this is made by a Japanese company, Toray, using their Entrant microporous membrane. That is the same company and the same membrane that is available on the current Orions. I review the Polartec Orion, but for these purposes, it's all pretty much the same. However, as a point of comparison, the Toray Orion is 96 grams per square meter, so it's going to be a thicker, more substantial jacket. It also has hand warmer pockets and a touring pocket, a removable 3-point hood. Those features do not come on the sands. The hood is not removable, and it's 2-point, although I have to say it is the nicest 2-point hood I've ever used. It doesn't have hand warmer or touring pockets, but it does have a chest pocket. All the seams are taped, as you can see here. It really is, it's a great jacket. Now, there is some slight, actually, I was gonna say there's some translucency, but you know, I have some really bright studio lights in here, and I mean, not really. It's not translucent. Like, for example, the interval is a quick point of comparison. I have my interval here. Now this is micro light, and this you could see through here. But you know, this is not waterproof or windproof. Great jacket, affordable. But anyway, so let me just, gosh, I mean, I'm gonna do some fit pics on this in a minute, but I just wanted to throw this thing on. I wanted to show the hood. It's like a proper hood. A lot of times, these micro light jackets are gonna be really flimsy on the hood. This has really nice full hood with a brim, which, especially for a guy like me with glasses in the rain, that brim works out really great. And you have your two touch points for adjustment here. Now the Orion is gonna have a third one back here, but I haven't really found that necessary with this. And you do have a chest pocket right here. And I have to say, of all the possible pockets, a touring pocket or a chest pocket, I love having this chest pocket. Mission Workshop uses this a lot. I actually just popped my iPhone in there and I just listen to tunes, and it works great, no problem. This jacket actually is really, despite being so light, it has a lot of great form on it. If you could see here, the edges are taped, they're hemmed, so it's not just, you know, like that's where the jacket ends. They had some thoughtful finishes on this. As you can see, the inside just looks really sharp and nice and well constructed. And again, I'm gonna do some fit pics in just a second. It actually has a really long tail, which again, as a cyclist, I love. So let's really again get back to, you know, why you would even get a jacket like this. So I have here an Advanced Projects stuff sack for Mission Workshop, and this jacket, I mean, okay, you're not doing that, okay, with the Orion. This is using half of the stuff sack. Just as a point of comparison, here is the Orion. Now this is the Polar Tech version, but I suspect the Toray version is going to be similar. Now again, this is a quote-unquote packable jacket, and this is a terrific jacket, but this is going to be substantially heftier than the Sands. It's certainly lighter, certainly heavier. I mean, look. So that's kind of what you're paying for. One more quick point. The Orion also has pit zips. The Sands doesn't, but don't worry. Mission Workshop and Toray got you covered. And I've been seeing this a lot more on technical gear. They have laser drilled vents for your high endurance areas. So you're not gonna over sweat in this. I bike in this a lot. I've been caught in the rain with this. This really is shockingly fully waterproof. I love my interval, and it's currently like sold out on the website, but they do have the PNG version of the interval. It is a really great windbreaker, but if you get caught in a storm, you're gonna wet out in that. So anyway, it's a tough call. You know, these aren't cheap. If I had to choose between the Orion and the Sands, you know, I can't make a definitive decision. It really depends on your uses. I bike to work a lot, so I really need something that's packable. So if I were, me personally, if I were only gonna get one and I wanna have as much space as possible in my EDC, I'm gonna go with the Sands. But again, if you're looking for more of an everyday jacket, more of a 4-season jacket, a jacket that you could layer under bosun or something else, then you might wanna lean towards the Orion. But again, gosh, this is just such like cutting edge technology. 5.6 ounces. I can't tell you how light this is. All right, enough rambling. Let's go do some fit pics. So pretty cool jacket, right? I mean, I really like this thing. Waterproof rain jacket, emergency shell, windbreaker, casual jacket around town. Sans is amazing. You know what else is amazing? You guys. And it'd be really amazing if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We could really use the subscriptions here. It helps more than you can realize in those YouTube algorithms. Check out my other videos. I have over 100 now in this Library of Mission Workshop fandom. Drop a comment below. I always get back to commenters, and I'll see you guys in a week or so with more reviews.